Hey guys, Auspicious Aussie here, and welcome to episode 6 of the Inter Miami series here on Football Manager 2020. Now today is the end of the season, end of the regular season anyway, and we've got 2 games left to be played in this episode. We've got New England Revolution, and then we've also got Minnesota United. We're also going to have a look at the league table here, or the Eastern Conference anyway. As you can see, we find ourselves currently in 5th place, which is not a bad position, especially for our first season in the MLS. But, a couple of wins here today, and we could possibly put ourselves up into 3rd, leapfrogging Atlanta United and possibly New York City as well. Anyways, let's get into the recent fixtures. Of course, the last episode was the disappointing draw against New York Red Bulls and the pretty impressive victory in an important game over DC United. We followed that up with a pretty disappointing defeat, actually, in a 4-2 loss away from home against New York City. As you can see, they did open the scoring. We then actually went 2-1 up, and we were in the lead before they scored 3 goals late on in the 81st, 90th, and then 95th minute. And it was not good. I was pretty upset. Cisneros picked up an injury there as well, and things weren't looking too good. Now the next game, as you can see, finished a 1-1 draw at home. Again, pretty disappointing because we opened the scoring in the 2nd minute through Mizcic. They then got the equaliser in the 64th minute. They also had a player sent off very late on. But honestly, it just felt like more dropped points. As you can see by the match stats here, 28 shots, 11 on target for us, 2 shots on target for Montreal, and we managed to draw. So it was a hard draw to take, especially it was very similar to the 3-3 draw against New York Red Bulls. Anyway, the next game we bounced back with a 2-0 victory at home against Nashville. Martial getting his first goal for the club, and Chris Mueller also on the score sheet for us there. We followed that up with a 3-2, very, very touch and go victory here because, as you can see, it finished 3-2. However, we got our winning goal through Abubakar in the 92nd minute in stoppage time. We were actually behind at the start of the game. Chris Mueller then equalised 3 minutes after they scored their first goal. We then actually went 2-1 up through Mizcic once again. The 17-year-old has been playing so well. Definitely the most improved performer. They then got a second goal themselves, and basically I thought it was going to be another draw similar to the Red Bulls and Montreal Impact games. But yeah, Abubakar popped up with a header from a corner, giving us all 3 points. As you can see, Derek on a 6.4 match rating there. Pretty disappointing, to say the least, from our goalkeeper. And the final game just played was an emphatic 3-0 victory at home against FC Cincinnati. Fabinho opened the scoring. Ben Chen once again on the score sheet as well. And finally, Chris Mueller rounding things off for a 3-0 victory. As you can see, player stats, we'll go into it in more detail after these 2 games. But Ben Chen, top goal scorer at the moment with 17 goals. Highest average rating goes to Will Keane on a 7.37. Pellegrini has got himself 10 assists. So I said in the last episode I was a little bit hesitant to play him, but he has gotten a lot of assists while not scoring a lot of goals this season. Derek, the goalkeeper, with the best pass completion, which is very interesting, to say the least. Anyway, we also have a little bit more transfer activity in regards to trades. So I go to all trades here. We have actually, it's not there. But if I go to the transfer center and go to trades, as you can see, we do have an offer accepted for Chase Gasper, but he won't be coming to us until December. So essentially he will count as a new signing for next season. But he's a very, very talented left back, and we've got him for quite cheap in regards to the trade. Probably actually a better option than Tolo, who we traded to New York Red Bulls. As you can see, it only cost us a 2nd round pick in the 2022 draft, as well as 40k targeted allocation money. So I think that's a relatively good deal. And we get a very capable left back to be sort of a challenger for the first team. Anyway, let's get into the lineup for today's game against the New England Revolution. It's going to be a home game for us as well. We're going to start with Derek in goals. Olusunde will be the right back. Besler and Abubakar start as our central defenders, with Martial as our left back. As you can see down here, Greg Garza did pick up an injury, and he's going to be out for another 2 weeks. So hopefully he will be back for the first playoff games. But Martial is playing pretty well. Both in centre midfield and last game he played at left back, so I'm happy with him so far. In front of him is going to be Mischich on the left wing. Right winger today is going to be Mueller. Once again, unfortunately, Cisneros picked up an injury, and you can see he's only just starting to come back to match fitness. But we're going to stick with Mueller. Probably bring Cisneros off the bench for Mueller at some stage. The centre midfielder is going to be Salazar today, partnered alongside Fabinho, who's been pretty good as well. He's just started to hit his strides, I would say. Up front, as always, Keane and Chen. The bench today is going to be Brown, Ronaldo, Bai, Zelalem, Cisneros, Pellegrini, and Carranza. All right, let's get into it. Looks like they're going with quite a defensive formation there, which I think is pretty interesting. But again, I guess might be to counteract our quite attacking 4-4-2 that we do go with. All right, Martial goes inside to Salazar. Plays it out wide to Mueller. Beats his man. Can he get across? Lays it to Olusunde. Salazar. Just wide. Alright, looks like we're starting this game pretty well. Alright, we got a free kick with Fabinho. Goes for goal. Not too far off there, just a little bit wide. We've also got Martial picking up a yellow card. So we'll ease him off, and we'll see. We'll just have to keep a close eye on that. Even though we don't actually have anyone to replace him at the moment, I don't want him picking up a second yellow and getting sent off. Anyway, Mischich, probably the best player at the moment in our team. Salazar, what a shot! Absolute rocket from outside the box. And he's been a really impressive youth pickup from the LA Galaxy. Very talented young centre midfielder. And they waived him. They removed him from their squad after coming through their academy. Very interesting. A bit of a mistake by the Galaxy, you would have to say. Olusunde with a massive cross. Mischich. Chen, ooh. Very close from Chen. Ben Chen, he's been a little bit quiet recently. I have to admit that. He did score, I think he's only scored the 1 goal since last episode. But he's still our top goal scorer this season, which is pretty crazy to think. I never expected him to really even play. And the fact that he's our top goal scorer is... it boggles my mind still. Anyway, Mueller with a decent header back in. Salazar goes for the shot, but it's over the bar. Chen's also a little bit disappointing tonight. He's on a 6.6 so far. I might actually bring him off. And I think Carranza, he needs a bit of game time, especially going into the playoffs. We want to try and make sure that everyone is going to be fit to at least a respectable level. All right, Martial with a decent ball out wide to Mueller. Keane, ooh, Olusunde on the rebound, can't get his shot on target. We're still playing pretty well, all right? We're going to make a couple more subs here. We've got 15 minutes to go. Brandon Bayer can come on for Ulasunde. Who else? Cisneros. I wanted to bring him on, so yeah, we'll bring him on for Mueller. Put him on the right wing. Again, we want to make sure he's match fit. I might even actually play him for the next game against Minnesota. Ooh, Salazar with a header. Really should have done better than that. Could have got his second goal of the night. Another free kick for us. Fabinho. Ooh, he went for goal, but I think Bessler just knocked it in before it actually went in itself. It's his second goal of the season there, Bessler, the centre-back. And I have to admit, he's done a lot better since the last episode. I have actually been rotating the defence quite a bit with Ronaldo. Alright, Abubakar. Plays it back out wide to Mizcic. Shoots. Ooh, just over the bar. But it looks like we're about to win a 2-0 victory, home victory over New England. There we go. As you can see, only the 2 shots on target. Absolutely dominated possession there as well. And we had 11 shots on target ourselves. Probably should have scored a few more. That's perfectly fine. And it's exactly what we wanted, essentially. Because we want to try and get as high as possible for the playoffs, which are coming up very, very soon. As soon as the regular season finishes, the playoffs will occur. And as you can see, that puts us into 4th place in the Eastern Conference, above Atlanta United. Very, very good win there. Anyways, what I'm going to do now is advance the 7 days, and I'll join you back for the lineup against Minnesota. Alright, let's get into this game against Minnesota United. Starting lineup is going to be exactly the same as the previous game against New England. Even the bench is going to be exactly the same as well. I've decided not to start Cisneros, but I think I might try and bring him on at halftime. Actually, I should start him. Let's just start him. I've changed my mind already. Okay, so Cisneros is going to start as our right winger, which give him as much match fitness. If I can get my words out properly. And I'm just going to tell the boys to go out there and win it. Hopefully we can do just that. Come away with another victory. As Fabinho picks up a nice early yellow card there. I probably could have played Ronaldo instead of Salazar, but honestly, Salazar impressed me last game, so I wanted to keep a little bit of faith in him. He's still developing quite nicely. Only 18 years old. And that's a good... Ooh, I thought it was a save, but I think it hit the post, actually. Alright, so we haven't really had any opportunities yet. Alright, let's see if this highlight is going to actually be for us. We've got Fabinho. Plays it up to Ulasunde. The Cisneros. Ball gets blocked, but we do win it back. Martial goes back to Abubakar. Mizcic. Can he get a cross in? He can. Fabinho. And the shot gets blocked. And now Minnesota are coming forward. Ibarra, he's got pace for days. That's a really good save by Derek there. Impressive save, actually. I thought that was going to be a goal. Alright, we clear the ball. But once again... Ooh, another good opportunity there for Minnesota. Derek with another really good save. Alright, we clear it away. Ibarra picks it up once again. Bit of a danger man for them. And he gets his shot off, but it goes over the bar as well. Luckily for us, Derek's on a 7.1 at the moment, so that just goes to show how much work he's actually having to do. Oh, Gaspar. Ibarra again. Plays it off, and that's 1-0. Worth mentioning that Minnesota are actually second in the Western Conference currently. So they are doing really, really well. And unfortunately, that goal puts us down to 4th. We were up into 3rd for a second there. Yeah, Ibarra and Lod was completely unmarked there, getting off an easy shot into the goal. And honestly, Minnesota are dominating us at the moment. Ibarra almost gets a header on target. Well, he gets a header on target, but almost puts it past our goalkeeper there. And yeah, we're really not doing well. But Chen has stolen the ball away. Pass it. Oh, Chen. Oh, Chen. If he passed the ball, Keane would have put that away. Oh, and Fabinho. What a disappointing header. I mean, right there, we had 2 really good chances to score. Vesler's picked up another yellow card. It's his 16th yellow card of the season. Crazy. Ooh, we've stolen the ball. Cisneros to Chen. Goes back to Boubacar, who pumps it out to Cisneros. He goes back inside to Martial, who gives the ball away. And now Minnesota are counter-attacking again through Ibarra. Another good save by Derek. We really need to get into halftime right now. There we go, the end of that highlight. We only had 1 shot on target, and that was the really disappointing shot by Chen. Come on, Besler. Chen, yes, get in there, son. Ben Chen, he's done it again. But it's offside. Can I get any more unlucky right now? Honestly, it feels like we're really up against it. Come on, Fabinho. Nice ball out to Mischic. Interesting ball to Chen down the line. Good cross, but just not good enough. And once again, Minnesota coming forward on the counter-attack. 1-on-1 with the keeper. And Derek again with another big save. He's looking anxious though. Alright, we're going to make a sub here. Alright, Salazar's going to come off. Or I think Ronaldo actually. Yeah. Bring Ronaldo on. I mean, Martial's getting absolutely destroyed. He's on a 6.1 at the moment. We don't really have anyone to bring. I guess we can bring... Let's bring Brandon by. He can't really play there too well, but probably a better option at this point. I think we'll give it a few more minutes and we might make a 3rd sub there. We're only 1-0 down at the moment. And of course, this team can score goals. We know that, so... See what happens. Disappointing again, though. And they're going to counter-attack us once again. Through Ibarra. Every time. Another good save by Derek. As you can see, we have conceded a 2nd goal there as well. Delapane. I mean, honestly, we don't deserve to win this game. We really don't. Boubacar picking up a yellow card there as well. I mean, to be honest, Minnesota are just a bit too strong. I honestly believe that. I mean, it's not just that they're too strong. I don't think they're that much better than us, but I just think that we really have not performed here today. And I mean, we've also not been very clinical either. Like, that was a silly... Like, what's going on here? Like, pick yourselves up. We're just all over the place. Honestly, all over the place. And every time they go to Ibarra. And there we go. Third goal for Minnesota United. Ibarra getting his 4th goal of the season. I told you, he's a danger man. He's got so much pace. And this counter-attack, long ball, is just ripping us to shreds at the moment. I'm actually contemplating using the AC Milan series tactic that we've got going on at the moment. It's more of a balanced tactic as opposed to attacking. Anyway, Cisneros, ooh, hits the post from way out in the wing. I mean, that was a decent shot. I'm going to push the boys forward. I mean, we may as well just go for broke at this point. The season's over, the regular season anyway. We do have the playoffs to look forward to, but this type of performance is subpar. Definitely subpar. Alright, Mizcic. He just loses the ball. We're just losing the ball way too much. And it's honestly it's frustrating. Very frustrating. Ibarra once again shooting over the bar. This is a tough loss to take. A very tough loss. Not going to fill us or fill our players with a lot of confidence going into the playoffs. Anyway, Keane's in behind, 1-on-1 with the keeper. And he can't score. He can't score. I don't know why, but his goals have dried up as well. They're just not clinical enough at this point. And Cisneros blasts his shot over the bar. I mean, the sooner this game ends, the better. Ronaldo. It's a bye. Can we at least get one goal? Olasunde. And the shot gets blocked straight away. Ibarra, 1-on-1 with the keeper again. And luckily for us, Derek comes up with a save. Alright, we've got less than a minute left here. Chen in behind. Can he score, please? No, it gets blocked as well. Definitely not our day. 100%. We're going to take a 3-0 loss here. The final day of the regular season. Like I said, Minnesota, they're a good team. I pretty much expect them to make the final of the Western Conference. As you can see, we've just been dominated. From start to finish, really. I mean, 19 shots on target. We're lucky that Derek played so well. And we only conceded 3. Because it could have definitely been another Houston situation where we concede 6, you know? In that regard, it's not too bad. But as you can see, this is what I mean. Keane now played 8 matches without scoring. So it's just tough. Ibarra, man of the match, of course. I mentioned him being the real danger man there. Anyway, let's just do a little squad review here. Let me just filter this to selection info. And we'll go to average rating. As you can see, Pellegrini was actually our top performer this season. And I mean, I wasn't even playing him towards the end. Maybe a bit of a mistake by me there. He's not even match fit, which is a little bit scary to think about going into the playoffs. 7.51 for him. I mentioned the 10 assists as well. he's done pretty well. The lack of goals concerns me a little bit, but at the same time, with the assists, you can kind of let it go a little bit. Behind him, we got Chris Mueller on a 7.45 with 12 goals and 5 assists in 26 starts. That's really decent. Really decent. He's had to play a lot due to Cisneros' injuries. Cisneros himself is actually behind him with a 7.42. 5 goals, 5 assists for him as well. And the two right wingers, arguably our best performers, along with Pellegrini, who's currently wanted. Who's he wanted by? Atlanta and San Jose. I don't think that's going to be happening. But behind him, we got Martial, the new signing. Just, 2 episodes ago? 1 episode ago? And he's come up big. 6 starts for him, 1 goal, 2 assists, 7.36 average rating for him. Behind him, we got Will Keane, the striker. 34 starts, pretty much played more or less every game. And he's got 11 goals with 7 assists there. 7.34 average rating for him. Behind him, we got Mizcic, who really didn't play too much until the second half of the season. He's only, 17? Is he still 17? Yeah, he's still 17. Still improving as well, which is good to see. And he got 3 goals, 9 assists for himself, and a 7.33 average rating. We've also got Fabinho here with 10 starts, 1 goal, and 1 assist in midfield. 7.21 average rating. And then finally, the last player I'll go over was the man himself, Ben Chen. 37 starts with 1 sub-appearance, and he's got himself 17 goals with 3 assists there as well, and a 7.16 average rating. Yeah, good stuff. Pretty good season overall in regards to the regular season. I'll show you the supporter shield table. We finished in 7th, so it's respectable. Not the greatest in the world, but for our first season, you would have to say that's pretty impressive. In comparison, this is Nashville's first season as well. And they finished in 25th, second from last. They also lost 20 games throughout the season. So, we've done pretty well. We've done really well. And in the Eastern Conference, obviously, we finished 4th. So we will take a relatively decent playoff game. I'm not exactly too sure who we verse. I'm going to assume it's Atlanta United. But again, I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, overall, I think it's been a pretty successful regular season. As you can see, the board has given us a B+. But I'm really, really looking forward to the playoffs. It's all up for grabs. The 2 legs, I think it might even be 1 leg for these first round playoff games. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might be how it's scheduled. Anyway, that'll be in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching this one, guys. You could drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, take it easy, and goodbye.